I don't get to talk about Monster Hunter Rise as much as I want to. There's so many good games out there. I think I've logged about 50 or so hours. I beat the main story. I think I'm like pretty much through everything there is to do at this point. Anxiously waiting for Sunbreak, minus the incessant grind to get the absolute best piece of gear. But I feel like I'm a pretty formidable foe in the game. I love it. I adore it. I can't say enough good things about it. So the fact that Sunbreak is coming out soon, super, super excited. The fact that Monster Hunter continues to release these pretty regular drumbeat digital events is really cool. Haven't really talked about them too much either. They just released one actually today. And while I did not get to talk about it live when it was going on, I wanted to mention the one thing I'm very excited about, and that is we are getting a new showcase monster. Now, this is no secret. This is Malzeno. Malzeno is going to be kind of the new big bad, the elder dragon, the elder beast that you're going to have to take down at the end of the adventure. Why am I doing a video on this? Because they announced that they are releasing a Switch Pro controller, which looks awesome. Really, really, really cool. Here's a little better photo for you guys, featuring the artwork on the front. And it's going to be available soon. It's not yet available for pre-order, but keep an eye out. I'm sure it'll pop up through official channels, big block stores, etc. I'm super, super excited for this one because, I think Nintendo's Switch Pro controller is one of the handiest, most accessible pieces of tech. And I know it is really, if you look at it, it's really just an Xbox controller. But there's just something about it that just works and feels great. Now, I unfortunately don't play Monster Hunter Rise on my Nintendo Switch. I was not interested in getting locked into a sub 30 frame per second experience. And I know that meant I had to patiently wait almost a year as people were slaying baddies before I could jump into it on Steam. But that's where I play because it's ultra wide support, 60 plus FPS, it looks beautiful. There's a lot of great things about it there. So I would not be able to use this controller, although I'm sure you could find a way to plug it in and blah, blah, blah. But just from a collector's standpoint, this is awesome. In the past, Monster Hunter actually released a Monster Hunter Rise edition controller that came out at launch. Now, this asshole here is selling it for $105. I can promise you the MSRP is not $105. It's just very hard to find. Here you could see it is the same kind of design. You have this time a gold dragon on the front. And I believe this was... actually, I don't know which one this is. You could yell at me in the comments. Jim, how do you not know this one? Maybe Malzeno. I'm probably saying his name wrong. But you have, the cardinal stuff on the directional pad, which I could take or leave. But this one had the gold art. Looking over at this one, they decided to drop the D-pad stuff. But the figure is way bigger. It takes up the whole left side of the controller. And they got rid of the gold. Now it's just silver. And they've actually added some nice little details kind of over here on the top, as opposed to, God, I can't click on anything today, can I? As opposed to the original. Now, the one thing I'll say that I'm not a huge fan of either of these controllers, but something that I still think is definitely worth looking into, is how abruptly the design cuts off right at the thumbs, right where the grip is. You could see here and here, you have that patented kind of little... It's not even rubber. It's just dots to make it look and feel like it's softer. But it's not. It's not like a padded Elite controller or anything like that. They unfortunately do not put any artwork on there. It just stops abruptly. So if you're looking at this, it's like, well, geez, why didn't they just continue the design down here? Why not have his feet or his talons or part of his tail wrap around here? And then even back on this one, my God, even back on this one, why did they not have anything here? It doesn't look as natural. Now, I will say because of this design, because of the way that the right thumbstick actually pokes right through this guy's neck, it is a little kind of jarring when you look at it from a distance. Here, I feel like it, even though it's in his wing, hear me out, it feels like it's a more complete design because it kind of wraps around everything. You can clearly tell what's going on. I mean, I know the D-pad's going right through his right armpit, but it still just looks like a fuller design. So I feel like they've kind of learned their lesson a little bit. on, you know, what's going on and kind of like the design of everything. And I'm really, really excited to check this out when it comes out. Now, I assume when it launches, it's going to be $50. That's what most of the licensed Nintendo Switch controllers are going for. I know Power A releases some that are wired that are usually a little bit cheaper, but that's not the official licensed one. This will be the traditional USB-C wireless controller, the same design they've had since the launch of the Nintendo Switch. I'm really excited. I will post a link to the official Monster Hunter website in the description below. This is where you're going to go to get more information. This is where you can see some of the previous digital events. You can read more about the game. You could check it out, all that wonderful stuff. This will be your hub for getting your hands on that controller if you are interested. So check a link for that in the description below. But don't be an asshole and try to upcharge it for freaking $104. This guy's a jerk. Don't do it. Don't be that guy. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this video interesting and informative. Get out there, slay some monsters. And until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.